Any business person who's savvy knows that you could be the best provider in whatever you do or that space, but if no one knows you exist, it means nothing. So make sure you stay tuned for this video because we're about to go deep. I'm talking about real deep. What's up, guys? This is your boy Vince, the creative entrepreneur, and today I want to talk to you about how to find the right marketing style based off of your personality and preference. So a lot of people end up avoiding marketing altogether, or they don't stay consistent. And early on in my journey, that happened to me. And almost every client that I have coached, I had to walk them through and figuring this out. And so it's so important that you take this approach because it is how you're wired. This isn't something that you force. See, a lot of people are forcing things, but when you have something that aligns with who you are as an individual and how you're wired, it's gonna make it that much more easier to show up. So any business person who's savvy knows that you could be the best provider in whatever you do or that space, but if no one knows you exist, it means nothing. So make sure you stay tuned for this video because we're about to go deep. I'm talking about real deep. So the 4 different types, I call them the creative types because it's about your creativity. And if you choose the one that is wired in alignment with who you are, it's gonna help you make dividends later on as you continue to do this. So you got 4 different types of marketing styles for branding, building a brand. You have the logical creative, you have the purposeful creative, and then you have the facilitator and the innovative creator. And I'm about to go through and break them all down. Each one has their own preference of communication and so forth. So first we're gonna go through the logical creative. This creative is someone who is more concerned with data-oriented data or data-oriented in realism. They are more of a realistic individual who has a knack for data-driven results, who care more about the numbers, who is driven off of factual information and does a great job in doing things such as webinars, analyzing data, looking at, charts and so forth to back up what they're doing. So this individual is someone who's more of like an accountant. I actually used to do that in my past life and it was not a fit for me. And sadly to say, when you don't follow something true to you, you will eventually abandon it or it will abandon you. So it's so important that you stay true to that because that happened to me on my journey and it can happen on yours if it hasn't already happened. The logical creative cares more about logic. If it's not logical, it's not something they could easily get behind, and it's not something that they can teach or put out there. So somebody who is more in the logics wants to create content that is centered around data, statistics, analytics. They want to analyze the data. They want to analyze factual information. And this individual could be very successful if they stick to data-oriented type of content, which is going to attract people because people are always researching. So doing webinars is a great way to do that. Doing things like YouTube channels because people are constantly searching for whatever it is that they can provide. So I would highly recommend taking that approach if you're somebody who's more on the logical side. All right. Then you have the purposeful creative. This is the complete opposite of the logical creative. They don't care about data, they care about purpose. Purpose is what ignites them. If it doesn't have a strong enough purpose, it can have the most amount of money behind it, the best stats, but if it doesn't have a purpose or a strong enough why, this will not ignite them. So this individual thrives off of doing things that have a purpose. So they love inspirational content, they love storytelling. So an individual like this would do great in a space where they can bring inspiration to someone. They can help drive, and they do different things like spiritual workshops, or they have things like vlogging and blogging about passionate topics. And these individuals are going to more so relate to topics and case studies and people that they have, more so experienced. So individuals like this, I would highly recommend taking an approach where you vlog, or you more so bring some inspirational content, which can go a long way because people make decisions off of how they feel, right? So it's important that individual like this is taking that approach of not just doing something based off the numbers, because it is not what drives them, it is the purpose. Then you have the facilitator. A facilitator is somebody who likes to unite and build communities. So they are exactly that. They are facilitators. They are community-oriented individuals. If it doesn't evolve around building community or making an impact to the greater good, then it is not something that is going to drive them. So this individual thrives off of things such as like events. They love to do events. They love to do workshops that involve on building communities. They thrive in masterminds. So mastermind marketing is a great way for them to do this, and building and leading workshops. And it is a great way to build and establish authority, and can pay dividends, because once you find your tribe or you build the tribe, you are able to bring people together, and it is going to ignite you like no other, because everyone is looking for some type of tribe. And so you want to more so make sure that you're being true to having a community or sense of community, or building things that are oriented to that. So if you're putting out content, you want to use something like meetup.com and create something like that. That will drive a lot of people. I've actually built something during the midst of COVID and was able to build over 300 plus people in my local area in LA. All right, just let alone. And then there's event marketing, which I've also ran several events, and it is a great experience, and it's something that gets better and better over time. People are always looking to get around other people because the journey can be lonely, or people are looking to get guided and so forth. So individual who thrives on community and building together, you either want to go join like-minded communities and go market there strategically, so that way you can go find someone who's in a certain group and go to events based off of that, or you want to host a tribe and build them in and bring people in. So doing a Facebook group, or going to meetup.com and creating a group, or creating events on eventbrite.com. Those are great different resources that you can do, or even leading challenges on Facebook or Instagram and building people and bringing them into group chats. That is a great way for you to thrive and to be fulfilled. Then lastly, we have the innovative creative. This is someone who thrives off of demonstrations, a new approach of how to do things. Like mostly all entrepreneurs are innovators because they like to have the freedom and the autonomy to build on their terms. So if you're somebody like this, which I am an innovative creative, actually there's usually a primary and secondary type of marketing. And so myself, I'm a purposeful, innovative creative. So this individual, myself, I need to have a strong enough purpose, and I love to have innovation to improve the way things are. So this individual thrives off of problem solving. So demonstrating things, walkthroughs, explainer videos, right? This individual is going to thrive off of that. So we all have a little bit of everything, right? We can definitely say that, but we have a primary, one that is going to be our driver. So if you found value in this video, if you felt like this helped you, make sure you comment below and subscribe to the fam, because we're going to continue to hammer out videos like this and continue to provide consistent, ongoing value to you and to help you create with ease in your journey. Thank you for watching. It's your boy Vince. One love. Peace.